Welcome back to the chapter of biomolecules, class 12th. Well, students, already you have seen my two videos for this chapter. Please copy the notes from these videos and do the given assignment. So in the previous video, we have already studied that what do we mean by biomolecule, their classifications, as well as their open structure related properties. Now let me tell you what do you mean by D and L form of glucose. Well, this is the open structure of glucose and this resembles to D-glyceraldehyde. So it is called D-glucose. Now what is D-glyceraldehyde? Well, this is a chiral carbon with 4 different groups attached to it. And if the OH is on the right hand side, it is called D-glyceraldehyde. Now let's see the L-glyceraldehyde. That if the carbon is having OH on left hand side, it is said to be L-glyceraldehyde. And as this open structure, see the carbon 5 downwards, carbon 5 and 6, it resembles to D. That's why D-glyceraldehyde. And positive tells you the clockwise rotation of optical activity. And this is your L. Once again check out 5 and 6 carbon. It resembles to LIVO, where the 5th carbon is having OH on the left hand side, so it is called L form. And minus tells you about LIVO rotation, that is anti-clockwise rotation. So this is your D and L form of glucose, which is related to D and L glyceraldehyde. Now let's move to the next topic. Now, open structure we have already studied. Let us study the cyclic structure of glucose. Well, the open structure is well supported by oximes, hydrozones, as well as you have cyanohydrin, pentaacetate that we have read in the previous video. But there are some properties which are not justified by the open structure. Like if open structure is treated with Schiff reagent. See, Phalling, Tollens, Schiff, they all are used to identify aldehyde and ketone. So when the glucose was treated with Schiff reagent, no product was formed. Similarly, if the open structure of glucose is treated with sodium hydrogen sulfide, or we can say bisulfite. Now let me tell you what does the word bi mean. Already in practicals we have read this is your sulfite with 2 negative charge, and whenever we introduce bi it means H is there. So HCO3 with the negative charge. Similarly, this is carbonate and HCO3 negative is bicarbonate. So when it is treated with bisulfite or sodium hydrogen sulfide, it does not give any product. So the open structure is not supported. As well as they exist in 2 forms, that is alpha and beta form of glucose. Now, how do we get this alpha and beta form of glucose? Check out here, this is your glucose structure. And if you see, the carbon 5 OH migrates to the carbon 1. Once again, carbon 5 OH migrates to the carbon 1. Then it gives you cyclic hemiacetal. Once again, cyclic hemiacetal structure. And this open structure is in equilibrium with alpha as well as beta. Now, why the carbon 5 only migrate? Because the most stable cyclic structure we always get from position 5 and 6. That's why carbon 5 OH is migrating to the carbon 1 to get alpha and beta glucose structure. Now, if at the carbon 1, the OH is on right hand side, it is said to be alpha. And if the flipping is at the left hand side for the hydroxyl group, then it is said to be beta glucose. Okay. So if you see the alpha and beta glucose, they are in equilibrium with the open chain structure of glucose. And how do you have hemiacetal structure? When carbon 5 OH migrates to carbon 1. And if the OH is on right hand side, we say alpha glucose. And if it is on the left hand side, we say it is beta glucose. Okay. Now the most important term here is anomers. What do you mean by anomer? If you see in alpha and beta, rest all structure is similar except carbon 1. Where at carbon 1 you have in alpha OH on right hand side and in beta you have OH on left hand side. So if the position of hydroxyl group change with respect to carbon 1, it is said to be anomer, and that carbon is said to be anomeric carbon. Okay? So once again, you can write even in your copies that if the configuration differs at the carbon 1 of the hydroxyl group, then it is called anomeric carbon, and thus there are two forms of glucose, alpha and beta forms, and they are said to be anomers. Now, the important question is, besides definition of anomers, differentiate between alpha glucose and beta glucose. So the melting point of alpha is 419 Kelvin and for beta it is 423 Kelvin. That we already know, that how do we get these anomers? By the flipping of OH at the carbon 1 only. So we get alpha and beta forms which are in equilibrium with the open structure. Now see the optical rotation. The optical rotation is 111 degree for the alpha, and here you have optical rotation of 19.2 degree. So this is all about D and L forms, your cyclic hemiacetyl structure, as well as your alpha and beta glucose with the definition of anomers. In the next video, we'll study the next pyranose structure. But before that, please copy the notes. Do the given assignment. Thank you.